night, the University of Tennessee is ready to take center stage in college football. Manning the Volunteers' high-velocity attack is a cover boy quarterback, building a legend taller than the one built by his own father. With Peyton Manning's myriad talents, Tennessee could be the most explosive team in the nation for 1996. The UCLA Bruins saw Terry Donahue ride off into retirement with the winningest record in Pac-10 history. And now it's Bob Toledo's turn, and he brings the newfangled Westwood offense into the land of the SEC. It's Tennessee and UCLA coming up next on CBS. Well, the Tennessee football team has made its traditional walk across campus to Neyland Stadium, and thousands have followed as orange abounds. But there are other ways to arrive for the games here. The Volunteer Navy has navigated the Tennessee River and dropped anchor. And whether it's by land or by sea, they've all come to the biggest football arena on earth, Neyland Stadium, all set for UCLA and Tennessee. The pride of the Southland Marching Band. They're about to form the giant T. A landing pad for the Volunteers, who will arrive in just a moment. What a feeling, come busting out before 100,000. It's the second-ranked team in the country, finishing second last year in the coaches' poll, third in the AP with an 11-1 record. Philip Fulmer, the head coach, in his fourth full season. The decisive underdog, the UCLA Bruins, season opener. And Bob Toledo makes his debut. Let it rip. That's been the motto for Bob Toledo. And yes, he does like to gamble on the football field. Tennessee won the toss and deferred. So UCLA will receive. Chris Hove will kick. Keith Brown, a freshman, and Ryan Rock, a freshman, back to receive. So inexperience to field the opening kick. And it's Keith Brown up the middle, a speedster, not able to get into a full gallop, but he's out to the 23-yard line.
Wasn't going to be stymied this week against UCLA.
We'll see. Ninth play of the drive coming up. Second and goal. Manning sneak, touchdown. Touchdown, Tennessee. Run successfully in this formation, but they'll play action, take it, pass into the flat, touchdown, touchdown, Tennessee. Eric Lane out of the backfield.
When you're out there on an island, there's a defensive back all alone with him.
Out of LA, he had a twisted back in practice and had missed some of the workout, but you wouldn't know it tonight. First down. Drop. Ball. Squirt free. Picked up by Tennessee and knocked out of bounds by Overhauser. Recovered by Raymond Austin. The freshman coughs it up, ending another UCLA threat.
Tennessee does. You just live with that pressure every week. But that's what you like. You like to be picked like that. 4 receivers in the game. Third down and long for the Volunteers. Manning intercepted by McCullough. McCullough down the sidelines. He has open room and he will score. UCLA comes right back with the return by Abdul McCullough.
Will send back Lane on a wing to the left. 3rd and goal from the 1. Manning trying to sneak in again. He's done it once. Make it twice. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Hard time getting a hold of all the pressure. There's 9 potential blitzers in this defense with the 2 corners out on the islands.
3rd and 14. This could be a big stop for the Bruins, but Manning has a target. Moore, the tight end, fumbles the football, recovered by the Bruins. Darren Klein falls on it. His second big play of the night. He batted down a pass in the first half.
That play for the Bruins.
Sailor in to let loose another boot. His 5th punt of the night.
Chris Taylor, as a true freshman last year, was 3rd in the Pac-10.
There's a reason why. Fair back to the 15. Up the middle with room. Breaks the first wave to the 40. To the 50. Look out. Perry Fair will break it. Touchdown. In overtime. 2nd and 19. Down. Man open. Farmer at the 50. Parker giving chase. Farmer. Touchdown, UCLA. Danny Farmer, the freshman, goes 88 yards with the pass.
This is where the coaches earn their money, right here. UCLA coming on the blitz.
Manning pump fake, going long, man open. Joey Kent, touchdown. Give Ratliff the sack, a loss of a yard, 4th and 11. End zone bound and caught for a touchdown. Retail Anthony. Lawrence Wright is out. Shea Showers into the secondary for Florida. On play action, Manning across the middle and intercepted. It's Brown with the interception. Chico Brown sets up Florida at the 10-yard line. Gators from the 10. Play action, Werfel, end zone, touchdown, touchdown Florida. Terry Jackson. A gamble. Manning fires, caught and then popped loose, incomplete. Florida will take over near midfield. Chico Brown with a jarring blow that knocked it loose. Griff into the game. 2nd down and 5. Loaded up with 3 receivers on the right. 7 on the play clock. Looks left side. Caught, touchdown. Ike Hilliard. Overloaded the right side, crossed him up, and found an open Hilliard in the end zone. So 1st and 14 Marking off the penalty from the point of the infraction. Pressure and almost picked off. In fact, it is caught. Intercepted by Florida. James Bates. What a sweet pick it is for James Bates, who grew up right here in the Tennessee area. Step off from the line of scrimmage, setting up the Gators now at the 15. Whirple looking for more. Flag down. Pass caught. Touchdown. Jaquez Green, but there is a flag. Penalty against Tennessee.
They lined up offsides, Jim.
Touchdown, Florida.
The scrimmage.
And he got there. 2nd and 10. Left side, Graham. Ball free, caught midair by Anthon Lott. Lott to the end zone for another touchdown. Can you believe it? The fumble, 27 yards, 35-0. Florida in a Tennessee waltz. See how they handle this now. 10 minutes to go, 2nd quarter. Dayton, play action. Long ball, man there. Price caught, touchdown. Give it to him, touchdown Tennessee. 72 yards to Peerless Price. From the 24, 2:30 to go, 3rd quarter. And Manning's got time on this one. McCullough again. 10-5, darting for the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! Catches and a touchdown. First and goal, Manning, man open, it's Lane for the touchdown. Eight minutes remaining in the game. Incomplete. A 64-yard drive, all of it through the air, kept alive on a 4th down completion. It's 35-22, Florida.
Such an explosive first half. Got a lead that was just too big for anybody to catch up.
Manning to the end zone. McCullough, touchdown. 10 seconds remain. Manning's 4th touchdown toss.
Phil Fulmer right now, in his head, he's saying, why can't we just have another 2 minutes on this game?
Man.
That's how you think.
Danny Wuerffel threw only 22 passes today, 4 for touchdowns. But look at Manning, 492 yards. And he got the touchdown total back even with interceptions, 4 and 4. With gutsy second half performance. Well, let's see what happens here. Hogue, the kick. It went right through everyone's hands and out of bounds. Florida football.
Anthony is lined up in the slot to the left side as Wuerffel drops back on 1st down. All alone is Hilliard. Ike Hilliard to the 10, and Hilliard, touchdown Florida.
Well, there you go again. You're talking about the dynamic duel of Riddell Anthony and Ike Hilliard. They both run well after the catch.
The freshman back to throw on 3rd down and 5. He's got a lot of room out in front of him, but he's going to throw the football, and it's picked off by Fred Weary. Fred Weary, the junior from Jacksonville, his 4th interception of the season. And Couch, the freshman, is picked off in the swamp. Florida football. Yards totally one-sided at this point. Werfel on a pump fake and then a throw. Touchdown. It's Riddell Anthony once again for the Florida Gators. His second touchdown catch of the game.
That was just a beautiful touch pass by Danny Werfel as he threw it up and over, just leading his receiver, Riddell Anthony.
Danny Werfel again audibilizing at the line. And he's got Anthony with a lot of room out there. He's a dangerous man in the open field. Riddell Anthony, touchdown, Florida. That young man's third touchdown of the game.
Tremendous running once again after the catch, but a great block by Ike Hilliard to get him into the end zone. Sorely missed playing, and you can expect him to run wild if given the opportunity here today. Young man out of Belgrade, Florida.
Taylor. Breaking tackle to the 10. Fred Taylor will not be denied the end zone on that run. And the Gators tack on another 6.
That's a young man from Belgrade, as I said just a few moments ago, that's a tad hungry.
Carter back to punt the ball. And this will be his 8th punt of the game. Gators had a pretty good rush on. Jaquez Green. Stays on his feet. I don't know how he got through that crease, but look out now. Jaquez Green, and there's nobody near him except blue-shirted Gators. Touchdown, Florida.
Another tremendous run by one of those wide receivers on a punt return this time. There you see as he goes into the hedges, giving the high fives to the fans.
There's Jaquez Green, and there's Jimmy Carter, who has been one of the busiest individuals on the field today. His 9th punt of the afternoon.
Jimmy Carter will have to soak his left leg in the whirlpool today after this ball game.
Great move by Green. Look out if he turns the corner.
He goes again.
Back to back could it be? One man to beat. And Jaquez Green is going to do it. Back-to-back punt returns for touchdowns at Florida Field.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
The Gamecocks performed in the second half against Mississippi State last week. With heavy pressure, the punt is blocked. Picked up by South Carolina at the 24. Jarrett Holmes had the punt blocked by Corus Sullivan. Sullivan picked it up. And the Gamecocks have the football at the Auburn 24. 23 yards. This one's a 34-yard try. And Morton wide left.
Auburn came out of that series very lucky. Generally, when a punt is blocked that far in your own territory, you're going to give up some points. The Auburn defense responded. Bill Oliver, the defensive coordinator of Auburn, has got to be pleased with that effort by his defensive unit.
5. Wright will keep it. Wright slashes, end zone, touchdown, South Carolina.
Shades of Charlie Ward right there. That's what you do with a mobile quarterback. You put him on the corner in the goal line offense. Brad Scott has done that a ton of times when he had Charlie Ward at Florida State. Now he's got Anthony Wright in South Carolina, and that's what he does.
Baker comes in to return the punt of Courtney Lovett. Punting with the wind. And one to help the average. Driving Baker back to the 20. Got away from the first wave. Gets away from the punter. Lovett.
Going to be a touchdown.
Touchdown, Baker. Return. Auburn with only 9 yards rushing
That's incredible. Never would have expected that at the start of the game.
2nd and 8. Craig, tough pass, but has a man open. Caught for a touchdown, Tyrone Goodson. First and goal, and they operate from a shotgun. Right, rolling, firing, touchdown, South Carolina. Calvin Owens. Well, they were stunned at the end of the second quarter with 2 plays that would have certainly broken the spirit of many football teams, but look at the way they come out of the locker room.
Well, and watch number 22, Deuce Staley, the tailback who leads the quarterback, Anthony Wright, on this play, which allows Wright to get on the corner and complete the ball to Calvin Jones, number 82, who worked his way open in the end zone.
The fraction against South Carolina moves the football out to the 42 for a first down. The Tigers, great drop back. Craig intercepted, picked off. He overthrew his receiver, and Arturo Freeman with the pickoff, plus a flag on the back end. The holding against Auburn, maybe the other one's also against Auburn. Let's see, personal foul, which will add on to the interception. More yardage for the Gamecocks, and that'll put the football in Auburn territory. 2nd and 10. South Carolina with 112 yards offense in this quarter versus only 7 for Auburn. With 1 second to go on the play clock. Wright steps up, throws, Fleming, touchdown! What a catch!
Oh, we got a ball game. South Carolina, what a way to respond in the second half.
Third quarter controlled by the Gamecocks, who lead by 7, but Auburn putting together its best drive of the day as we start the fourth quarter. They've brought in Eric Hines-Tucker, number 30. He fumbled twice against LSU in the last game. He is the tailback here on 3rd and goal from the 2 as we start the final quarter. The fake. And Craig with open room, Auburn into the end zone for a touchdown.
That's an old Florida State play. Bobby Bowden's been doing that. Terry and Tommy Bowden got it from their father. They've been doing that a long time. Wally Burnham knows it too, down in the goal line. Watch out for bootlegs when you're playing against the Bowden, and that's exactly what that was, a bootleg by Damian Craig, the quarterback.
What? Look at this. Take it easy. You're going to have a couple of South Carolina players out for the rest of the game.
They're going to get hurt on the sideline.
Abraham, who blocked the punt in the first quarter. 6.
This will be a real 3rd down conversion if they can get this one.
Right. Fumble. Football recovered. It looks like Auburn's at the bottom of that pile. Auburn football. Mark Smith knocked it loose.
Mark Smith, number 97, right here is the big pass rusher for Auburn. He's the man that beats the left guard and puts the pressure on the quarterback, knocks the ball loose out of Anthony Wright's hand, and Terry Solomon, number 44, comes up with the recovery. Right here, he punishes the quarterback and takes that ball right out of his hand.
A disc. So coaching today from the press box. 1st and goal from the 10. Craig. Open room. Craig into the end zone. Auburn takes the lead. Just a fleeting second, Sylvester Miller came crashing in on the quarterback. Craig sidestepped him and then made a swift move to the goal line for the lead. We're down 3. They just drove with the remaining 20 yards to take the lead. Now South Carolina with a little flurry to move the football into Tiger territory. But they're 18 yards away from a first. Over to Deuce Staley. And he gets about half the necessary yardage. 4th down coming from the 34.
Probably need to use their last timeout right here to get their play called. It's going to be 4th down. They should use a timeout and get that clock stopped.
It'll be 4th and 8. And quarterback Anthony Wright goes over to the sideline, gets the call from Coach Brad Scott. 4th down with 41 seconds remaining. Wright throws in and out of the hands of Fleming, and Auburn will take over.
In and out of his hands. He hit him right in the hands.
Mobley and Williams, the running backs. Liddell Anthony, touchdown Florida.
Well, David, Danny Werfel throws the corner route as good as any quarterback in football. Not just college football, but I'm talking about the pros.
8th play of the drive for Florida. 3rd and goal. Werfel, touchdown. Tailback for LSU here in the first half. On 3rd and goal, it is a touchdown. Tyler threw a bullet in the end zone to Larry Foster, and LSU is on the board.
Same play that Florida uses in the red zone, a quick slant, anticipating man-to-man coverage. It's the quickest pass and catch you can make in football. The quick slant, 3-step drop, Showers is off of him, and it's not enough time for Wright to get there. Remember, Shea Showers is playing in place of the injured Tico Brown.
And the extra point is blocked. Looked like Javon Kearse blocked the extra point. First failed extra point by Wade Ritchie this year.
Wade Ritchie's been inconsistent all year. Look at the way Kearse gets up in the air for that. Wow.
1st and goal from the 2. Jackson put his head down and pulled his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
You called that exactly right, Sean.
Wideouts for LSU. Beard just a sophomore. Tyler going deep again. Again looking for Beard, and it is intercepted by Shea Showers at the 7-yard line.
Herb Tyler cannot throw that up for grabs in this type of football games. When you give Florida more possessions, they score more points. Double coverage. Shea Showers comes over the top from the free safety position. There's no opening there. Weary's got him inside. Showers is over the top. Don't throw that football. Field in the end zone, and they go.
1st and goal. Florida leads 21-6 in the second quarter. Still 8.5 minutes left in the quarter.
Oh, look at
they
that.
hand it off to Jaquez Green, and it's an easy touchdown. Great play call and great execution by the Gators. And they open up a 27-6 lead.
And I saw them practice that 2 weeks ago against Kentucky, and then this week in practice, cross motion handoff to the guy in motion right behind the quarterback. Jaquez Green can just jog into the end zone.
Here. 2nd and 2. Tyler stumbled, and then the handoff dropped by Falk.
Calling it down.
Picked up by Willie Rogers, but they'll blow it dead.
Turnovers will kill you against this team. On the last possession, Herb Tyler threw one he shouldn't have, and on this possession, we get a bad handoff. On the lead play, it never gets to Falk's breadbasket. It's delivered on his hip. Willie Rogers picks it up.
They ruled that his knee was down when he recovered the fumble. That was a very close call. Rogers would have scored. But it's a second turnover, an interception, and now a fumble lost by LSU. And the Gators are inside the 25-yard line of LSU. Rogers, a backup defensive end, a junior from Miami. And it's Werfel ready to pounce on the mistake. The fullback. Elijah Williams, the tailback. Werfel wants it all quickly and has it. Touchdown, Florida, Ike Hilliard.
I think these LSU defensive backs are shell-shocked. This is decent coverage by Denard Walker. Doesn't get a bump, but he's running very well with them. But watch for the ball delivered again, right on the fingertips of Ike Hilliard.
Carl Reese, the defensive coordinator for LSU, told us Walker is their best cover guy. Breaking tackles, Elijah Williams. He will score. Yards, the touchdown run by Elijah Williams. Rayon Hill took a hit from his own man Troy Twilley and went off the field, apparently in pain. Werfel throws, touchdown! Great throw, great catch by Hilliard.
The amount of room needed to thread that needle was barely at the length of a football. And Steve Spurrier, he's a purist when it comes to his pass attack. He is an absolute purist. He loves when something he draws up on the chalkboard turns into reality on the field.
Caslin remains the lone back. Schottenheimer gave it to him. He is in trouble. Bounced off a hit and now has a lot of running room. Eugene McCaslin, a touchdown. He was hit by Greg Hill well behind the line of scrimmage, but Hill couldn't wrap him up. Schottenheimer threw a block to help McCaslin, and Florida has posted 55 points with the extra point upcoming.
For Florida. Werfel all kinds of time. Looking for Anthony. They have done it again. 7 for 7 on the season. Opening drives, ending in touchdowns. Game for Auburn.
You want to remember that Nebraska upset the rhythm of Werfel in the Fiesta Bowl. That's what Auburn's trying to do today.
Over the top and intercepted. Jason Gray. And Gray fumbled on the back end of it. Hold on a minute. Auburn still thinks it's Tigers. Yeah, it is the Tigers football. Ooh, that got scary for a moment for the Auburn faithful. Danny Werfel has thrown just his 4th interception of the season. That's number 4, in fact, on the year for Jason Bray. 3rd down and 7.
You can bet Florida's going to bring some heat.
Cooper got room, cuts back, touchdown, Tigers. Broke away from James Bates.
Marquise Cooper has put some punch into the Auburn running game. Coming into this game, Auburn has not been an effective rushing team. But when you put this little guy into the offense, he can make things happen.
Auburn starting the 2nd quarter with Florida looking to go in. 2nd and goal from the 1. Another sneak. This time it works. Following the block of Ryan Kalich, Danny Werfel was 4 for 4 on that drive, picking up 82 yards on the air.
Physicalness.
2nd and goal. There he is. Touchdown. Terry Jackson.
He didn't have to run over anyone that time. There was a gaping hole in the Auburn front.
2. Staying on the ground, fumbling the football, picked up by Auburn. That's Marcus Camp with the recovery, and Auburn has the football at the Gator 37. Keo Spikes made the hit, and Marcus Camp made the recovery. 3rd and 24. Craig going long to the end zone and intercepted. Demetric Jackson. It was a jump ball with Tyrone Goodson. And with 22 seconds remaining in the half, Florida will take over at its own 20. At Purdue, a couple of touchdowns. Florida and their Heisman candidate they mentioned, Danny Werfel at the 8, 1st and goal. Werfel zips it back to the end zone. Anthony, touchdown. Second of the day for Riedel Anthony. Steve Spurrier and what he has done at Florida and the way he's doing it. High-tech Florida football. Oh, that streak is over for Edmiston. He had made 114 in a row. And that penalty had backed them up to the 25-yard attempt. Nonetheless, it's 30-10 Gators.
Years this particular football season.
4th and 7. Pressure. Craig ridden down by Willie Rogers, who just came into the game here in the second half. The 5th sack of the day by Florida.
Willie Rogers was missed in the first half by this Florida defense. Watch him at the bottom of the screen. He's the one that beats the left tackle, gets around, sacks Damian Craig. Jim Rowe, number 73 for Auburn, was the one that was beaten out by the receiver. He left room to work on the sideline.
Inside give. Elijah Williams, forget about it. Untouched, touchdown. Defensive coordinator under Spurrier. 3rd down and 11. And Craig picked off by Anthony Lott. And that was the last play of the 3rd quarter, snuffing out another Auburn attempt in Florida territory.
Those offensive linemen feed off that. They love it.
3rd and 8. Werfel airbound, end zone bound, and touchdown, Ike Hilliard.
All day long, Florida has thrown the ball outside on post corner routes. This particular time, Danny Werfel hits Ike Hilliard inside on a post route. The ball is perfectly delivered. He's a phenomenal thrower. It really has changed since Steve played, and now when Danny's playing, a different game.
In the middle they go, and that's a touchdown, Terry Jackson. Pick 51, Auburn 10. Third and 9. Play action fake, going back to the air instead. And picked off. It's Austin again making the play. Raymond Austin. 31-yard field goal try. Jeff Hall. Got enough leg, but it's wide.
Tremendous series by the Alabama defense.
Volunteers begin the drive from their own 20. In on Manning, football free, Hood has it. Inside of the 5, room down to the 3. From the left hash mark, it'll be a field goal try from Brian Cunningham. They alternate kickers, 23-yard try, and it's blocked. Tennessee got a hand on it.
Also had a 28-game winning streak during Gene's early years at Alabama. People forget that.
3rd and 11. Kitchens, man open, West at the 10. Touchdown, Alabama! Again, they did not play a team that was ranked coming into the game until Tennessee today. 2nd and 7. Ball in the air, look out, it's picked off. Deshae Townsend. Out of bounds at the 15. Sam Pinner is the center, in for Brent Gibson. 2nd down. Quickly, Kent in the open field. Look out, Joey Kent for the touchdown, Tennessee. A fumbled exchange, and Bama has it.
Well, you hate to burn a timeout, but Freddie Kitchens made a great call. He saved himself 5 yards.
Play action. Kitchens zips it. Look out! Look out! It's fair. Kitchens has an angle on him. Terry Fair in for the touchdown. Oh, one of the last blockers down there called for clipping. Graham, give it to him. Touchdown, Tennessee. 2nd and 12. Graham, gaping hole. Graham breaks the tackle. Jay Graham, touchdown, Tennessee. 79 yards. Is it a day of destiny for the Crimson Tide? 4th and 10, 39 seconds. Kitchens, ball deflected, stripped away. Tennessee football, Volunteers will win.
From the 23-yard line, 3 receivers in the game. Here's Werfel under pressure, being chased. He'll step up into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Intercepted in the end zone by Ronald Bailey. And for the first time, the Florida Gators fail to score on their opening drive of the game. Could that be an omen?
I'll tell you one thing, not very often do you see Danny Werfel make a mistake and throw into coverage like that. Anytime you're inside the 20, and 79% of the time you score a touchdown, you're putting points on the board in a hurry.
2nd down, goal to go from the 2. Florida failing to score on their first offensive possession for the first time in 7 games, but here on their second, they are knocking on the door. 2nd down, goal to go. They pitch it. This is Taylor, touchdown. Fred Taylor with the 2-yard touchdown, and Florida takes a 6-0 lead. At tackle, 3rd down, at 17. Here's Bobo, cocking, firing, intercepted. Tony George, a sophomore cornerback out of Cincinnati, comes up with his first interception of the season. The 15th interception thrown by Mike Bobo on the season. Bobo throwing his 15th interception of the season. They fumbled the ball 8 times as a group, and turnovers the big story for Georgia. Here's Werfel over the middle, touchdown! Riedel Anthony, 21 yards. And it does not take them long. And he's been sharing the ball with Fred Taylor. Here's Werfel again, looking in the end zone. Touchdown. Riedel Anthony, his second. This one good for 21 yards. And boy, do they make it look easy. 4 catches for 71 yards against Auburn. And look at the numbers of Danny Werfel. 226 yards already. Looking in the end zone, touchdown. Pitch and catch. This time, Tremaine Allen with his first receiving touchdown of the season. A 19-yarder for the former walk-on.
Through a couple years of building to get him back on top.
3rd down and 2 from the 28. Ball hits the ground, and it looks like the Gators may have recovered it, and they have. Robert Edwards, the second time he has fumbled the football. The first time he got back on it. This time he gives it up
For the field.
2nd down, 7 from the Georgia 11-yard line. 3-step drop. They look for the fade in the corner. Touchdown, Jacquez Green. They hit you from all angles. This time it's the green angle as Jacquez picks up his 3rd touchdown of the year.
Steve Spurrier said that Danny Werfel throws the fade route better than anybody in college football.
Orlando Pace hitting Pat O'Brien, and Pat getting one of those suits dirty? No way. Can't even imagine it.
Can you imagine that big old offensive lineman coming off on you playing defense? But Danny Werfel, you got to look at his numbers and what he's accomplished in college football. He was 3rd in the balloting last year. He's undefeated again this year. Got his team #1 in the country. He's going to be hard to beat for the Heisman.
Torrin Kirksey puts the ball on the ground, and it is recovered. It looks like Doc Pollard got it, and he did. The 3rd turnover by Georgia today, impersonating Tommy Frazier.
Didn't do it very well, did he?
I'm going to let you say that. I'll let you say that.
Well, hey, who can impersonate Tommy Frazier?
Not anybody.
He's great.
Here's Johnson. Touchdown. 14-yard touchdown for Terrence Ross.
Season, and as we mentioned, all of them in the opening game coming into this one. Full house backfield. Ford, Lane, and Bryson. Bryson up and over and into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Tennessee leads 7-0. We approach 3 minutes left in the first half.
Great job.
Intercepted by Keith Spann. Spann has only Manning to beat. Keith Spann tripped up by Manning and marked down at the 1-yard line. Great hustle by Peyton Manning to prevent the touchdown. Defense really struggled, but they only need a half yard for the touchdown. They go to Anderson, and he's in. Four tackles for loss in this game for Tony Williams. Third and goal from the 12 against the blitz. The man is wide open, and Graham has the touchdown.
That time, the Tennessee offense did a great job. Memphis was stemming and stunning and trying to show all kinds of different pre-snap reads. Manning took his time and found Jay Graham right down the seam.
Released one touchdown pass in 8 straight games. Jeff Hall kicks off now. Chris Hogue had the first kickoff of this half and kicked it out of bounds, so he got the hook from Coach Fulmer. And it's run back by Kevin Cobb. And apparently he never went down. No whistles blown. He's still on his feet. And he will score, and it will count. Touchdown, Memphis.
And we talked back at the beginning of the show, how can Memphis get it done here? It's defense
and it's special teams.
Credit the officials with great discipline. It would have been very easy to blow the whistle thinking his knee was down. What flexibility. How did he not hurt his ankle while making that play? Stayed on his feet, went 95 yards for the touchdown. The fourth longest kickoff return in Memphis history. He is the former offensive line coach, regarded as one of the best in the country. His line play this season has not been very good. Football! Riley was popped, and it's a free football inside the 20.
I think that was Torrey Noel that flashed from the strong safety position and popped it loose.
Tennessee players indicating they have recovered, and still no gesture from the officials.
Al Wilson fighting on the bottom.
Tennessee football. First really big mistake made by Memphis today. Wide receivers. Three-man rush after a fake blitz to the end zone, intercepted, and down to the back of the end zone. Deron Sutton, a reserve cornerback, with his first interception of the season. And after the fumble on the 19-yard line by Riley, Tennessee does not capitalize.
This was going to use a timeout. And I don't get it because he just used up a lot of time on that before taking the TO.
Each team with one timeout left. Memphis, the Tigers of the University of Memphis, looking for their first win ever against Tennessee in 16 tries. Looking for their first win ever on national television in 7 tries. They have it second and goal at the 3. Each team with one timeout left. Jeremy Scruggs, the only back behind Anderson. Anderson throws, end zone, caught! Touchdown! Chris Powers! By Ted Lane, and he hooked it and just did get it through. And obviously that's a huge point to make it a 4-point margin now. 21-17 with 34 seconds left. Goal for what would be a game-winning touchdown. Manning is able to dump it off. Graham must go the distance. He's at the 50 and retreating. Flags down on the play. He laterals it back to Manning, who is tackled. There is a flag on the play at the 50-yard line. Looked like a clip against Tennessee, and if so, it is officially the biggest upset in the history of the Memphis program and their first win ever over Tennessee. But we have to wait for the official. It is against Tennessee. The ball game is over. And Memphis has its first win in 16 tries. Its first win ever against its fierce in-state rival Tennessee.
And they took the fullback Kevin McLeod out of the game. Craig with one-on-one coverage to the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Robert Baker.
Of separation, but look where the ball's thrown, right to the corner, right at Uga, and watch Baker. He almost gets bit by Uga. Get away from me, man. It's tough enough to score without Uga biting me.
He had that from a very good source. Pass. With running room inside the 5, launching for the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. Craig on 3rd and goal from the 6. 7-7 to score. Craig flush from the pocket. Man open. Touchdown. Robert Baker. Four wide receivers set. Williams stayed in the block. Craig airing it out, looking for Goodson. Great catch inside the 10-yard line. 7. Auburn leading by a touchdown. Williams inside the 5. Touchdown, Tigers. Leads 21-7. 6:11 left first half. Craig, quick toss, touchdown. It's that easy for Auburn as Karsten Bailey has the score for the Tigers.
In the end zone.
They pitch it to Kurtzy. Touchdown! Tough run by Torrin Kurtzy. And Georgia's in the end zone again. Jarrett Holmes trying the field goal. A 38-yarder. No good. He's been very streaky this year. Had made his last 3 prior to that miss. So it's still a 2-touchdown game with 7 seconds left in the third quarter. Mike Bobo still bouncing back from a fractured leg last season. He throws deep. Caught. Hines Ward. Great move. Hines Ward will score. Touchdown, Georgia. 93 passing. Now they can throw it in the end zone. Bobo cannot take the sack and does. Back at the 35-yard line. A fatal mistake.
People back across the end zone. One shot.
1 second left. Down to the final play. Bobo throws it toward the end zone. It is caught at the goal line. Flag down. Touchdown, Georgia. Corey Allen. Flag in the end zone.
Wow. Think Corey Allen made up for those 2 drop passes earlier?
Trying to send it in overtime. No time on the clock. It is good. On 2nd and 10, a blitz. Craig runs away from it. Craig has running room. Touchdown, Auburn. The lone back. He gets it on the delay. Running right. Trying to turn the corner. Edwards launches. Touchdown! 356 yards today. They try the same play. Edwards. Touchdown! That time they did not trip him up from behind. He goes in from just inside the 5. And Georgia has the lead.
In the 2-minute rule.
McLeod and Beasley in the eye. And it is a touchdown. It was easy. 2 plays, and Beasley took it in. Craig lost the football, but he broke the plane in the end zone. They call it a touchdown. He was across the plane in the end zone before he lost the football. Touchdown, Auburn.
Wow.
Edwards, huge hole, cuts it inside, touchdown! Hap Hines, it is good. Little closer to the upright than he envisioned. He breathes the big sigh of relief as he looks skyward.
Hap pulled that wedge a little bit too quickly, didn't he?
Selma Callaway, the fullback. Pitch to Kurtzy. Kurtzy launches into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. And they go back on top.
Almost set shotgun now.
That's what we heard Coach Kynes say. Craig needs the 15-yard line. Don't get there. Georgia wins in 4 overtimes. Their all-time
all-time leading receiver in receptions, receiving yards, and touchdown receptions. Manning into traffic, and it is picked off by Van Hiles. He stepped in front of Andy McCullough. Working toward his MBA, graduated magna cum laude from the University of Kentucky with a GPA of 3.8. Manning pressured in the pocket and has his man. Peerless Price will score. Harold Dennis, number 35. Very short approach and a pop-up, and it is fumbled and recovered at the 30-yard line. Volunteers indicating they have it, and they do. Lee Wesley popped up the football. A lot of wear and tear. This time they handed to Graham, and he is down to the goal line and in. Touchdown. There is a flag on the play. If it stands, it's a 7-yard run for a TD by Jay Graham.
Offside against the defense. Penalty is declined. Touchdown is good.
For the second time, Kentucky has punted more frequently this year than Tennessee has the last 2 seasons combined. As a matter of fact, Carter earlier this year in a game on CBS punted 13 times in the game at Florida. That's a record. Fumble on the punt, and it looks like Tennessee has coughed it up for the 3rd time. It has. It's recovered by Bob Holmberg.
Well, let's face it, Tennessee's doing everything they can to keep Kentucky in this football game.
He is 63 yards on 8 carries today. 2nd down and 6. Haskins going for the end zone. There is a flag down. The catch is made. It's a touchdown for Norman Mason if the play stands. 2 flags down at the 20-yard line.
We have holding against the defense. Penalty is declined. Touchdown.
Officially a 24-yard touchdown pass. Haskins to Norman Mason, the junior from Paducah, Kentucky.
The Tennessee offense, if you're a fullback, you're a glorified guard, basically.
Same alignment. Copeland, the quarterback.
Watch option.
And it's a touchdown for Chester Ford, his first of the season. And he stuck the ball right in the face of Jeff Stediger. Schellenberger playing with a severely sprained ankle. Ali was getting attention a moment ago. They have a man open. They have a touchdown. Andy McCullough. And will he do it?
Well, I'd rather the experts tell him whether or not he's ready, and I think he'll listen to them on that. And then I think it's going to be a real tough decision for him. I really do. He has a great passion for college football, and here for Tennessee, he's really enjoyed it. But you know, at some point, when the season's over, he's going to hear the other side of it and where he stands in pro ball. I know someday he wants to play there, so I think it'll be a real tough thing for him. I think it's a decision, though, just like where he went to college, he's got to make it, guys. Our family's going to be there for support, but he's got to make the decision, and I do think it'll be a tough one.
And finally, speaking of family, you've got another one down in New Orleans right now that's pretty good as well.
Well, Eli's my youngest. We're missing something good here.
Yeah, we did. Let's go back upstairs to Sean.
Well, Dad is probably smiling downstairs as Peyton Manning goes deep to Peerless Price for the touchdown. It's 34-10. 59 yards. Manning to Peerless Price. Second long touchdown reception for Price today. 2nd and 10. 9 minutes remaining, 3rd quarter. 35-10. Tennessee. Graham, great move. He will score. He faked Lehman Boyd right out of his shoes, and then it was over. 35 yards and a touchdown. Apparently, some folks here confident the outcome is no longer in doubt at 42-10. Some empty seats. A crowd of 102,530. Interception. Bad throw by Haskins. Austin makes him pay the ultimate price. Yards on the return, third interception of the year for Austin, the senior from Lawton, Oklahoma, and the route is on. It's 48-10.
An outstanding Arkansas defensive line.
This is the 11th play of the drive, which started on LSU's own 28-yard line. Second down, goal to goal. Falk over the right side, touchdown LSU. So Kevin Falk picks up his 13th rushing touchdown of the season, and LSU comes down the field and scores on their first drive. Back to keep the ball. Second down. And 11 yards. Tyler straight drop back, delivers. Foster with the catch. Breaks free at the 10-5. Touchdown LSU. 35-yard touchdown for Larry Foster, his fourth of the season, and the Tigers jump out to a 13-0 lead. Second down at 12. We'll go in motion out of the backfield. Tyler under pressure, got rid of it, intercepted. Intercepted at the 22-yard line by Jeremy Flowers. And he'll return the ball up over the 40, 17-yard return. They wanted to do on that, Gus. They wanted to throw the ball to the tight end, save it the floor. He Burks 3 of 7 for 63 yards at the 48. And he wants to throw it, and Burks fumbles the football, and it's picked up by Mike Sutton. He advances it down inside the 35. Rayon Hill making the play for LSU. For LSU. And one. Here's Neely, drops the football. And it's recovered by Arkansas. The second turnover of the game, the first for LSU. DJ Cooper was there to pounce on the football. With a 55-yard touchdown against Mississippi State. And here, some trickery. Sterner down to the 4, to the 3. 30-yard gain. Arkansas in the red zone 26 times, 14 touchdowns, 9 field goals. Here's Shakuma. Touchdown, but there are flags in the back of the end zone. And it will go against LSU.
It looked like there were 12 men on the field. And again, unfortunately, Gus, that happens sometimes in situation defenses when you substitute a tremendous amount of people on the field.
Fourth down and 20. Sterner looking for the long ball, and it is intercepted. Intercepted, and LSU, Clarence LeBlanc, will get the ball down to the 20-yard line, a return of 16 yards, and that will be it for Arkansas. Herb Tyler and company back on the football field, and he'll take a knee and allow the clock to run out.
You know, Gus, it's an emotional time for a coach when you're on the sideline in a situation like this, like Arkansas is, and those seniors come off, and you know you are no longer going to coach them. And I tell you, it was always an emotional time for me, and especially if you have a bond with some of the players.
Jerry DiNardo, and he has talked openly about his affection for Ara Parsegian, his college coach at Notre Dame. Also, about the influences of both Bo Schembechler and Bill McCartney. A lot of very classy and inspirational coaches have helped this man become the coach that he is.
Yeah, and Parsegian is the guy that he models himself after in dealing with the team, whereas Bill McCartney and Bo Schembechler in terms of the X's and O's in football.
So the LSU Tigers have gone on to beat Arkansas 17-7, and with the win, LSU improves to 9-2. 6-2 in the SEC, and they will share the SEC West title with Alabama. As for Danny Ford, his team walks off the field 4-7 on the year, 2-6 in the Southeast Conference. And let's check in with our Maria Barnes, who's standing by on the sidelines with the coach.
Congratulations, Coach. You're even wetter than I am.
Yeah, it felt good though. I thought our effort the second half was great. We didn't always play very good, but just like most of the year, we did whatever we had to do to win. It was a great win.
Do you feel with these conditions that you won this game because you stayed on the ground?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know that the conditions had anything to do with either side. I thought it was a hard-fought game. I give Arkansas a lot of credit.
So you feel this is a good start of a new rivalry, huh?
Yeah, it was a good rivalry before the game.
You're co-SEC West champs, and you're headed to a bowl berth. Where would you like to go?
As long as we're going bowling, I don't care where we go. I'm just happy we're in this situation.
All right, thanks. Bye-bye, Coach.
And thank you very much, Maria. Final score 17-7, and this year the Golden Boot will belong to LSU. Coming up, Pat O'Brien in the studio in New York.